everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I have a Netflix exclusive review for you guys. I'm going to review a AMC television series by the name of Mad Men. I'm going to talk about my thoughts and opinions upon Season 2, all 13 episodes. So let's get to it. Mad Men, if you guys don't know, is created and written by several people, but one of the main writers and the creator of the show is a guy by the name of Matthew Weiner. It stars actors and actresses such as Jon Hamm, Elizabeth Moss, Vincent Kartheiser, January Jones, Christina Hendricks, John Slattery, and Robert Morse, and then of course many other main and supporting actors and actresses. And pretty much the main plot of Mad Men, the first season was mainly about the business, the family life. I won't, spoil the whole other big thing, but just so you guys know, there is something else bigger than just the drama and the relationship. There's something else bigger about the show. So Matt, the first season was mainly about the advertising life, the drama, the relationships, them have, Jon Hamm's character playing the character of Don Draper, him, working in the advertising world, a very cutthroat industry and that sort of thing, and having to deal with what that industry brings while having, kind of a rough life at home, in the whole family life, relationships, and the drama that brings and stuff like that. Well, Season 2 focuses once again on the advertising business, of Sterling Cooper, but not only does it focus on that, but this one dives deeper, and I mean a lot deeper, into the actual personal lives and the personal well-beings of its characters. Season 2 is almost more of a character study on Jon Hamm's character. It focuses more on the intimate relationships that he has with his family, big spoilers coming up, and intimate relationships that he has with other women in general while cheating on his wife. So this Mad Men Season 2 is mainly more about his, the families, not only his family, but also Peter Campbell's family. It even focuses on Peggy Olson's family. So not only, is Jon Hamm no longer the central character. First season was mainly about advertising, and just mainly his family. Season 2 expands and dives deeper into the personal issues of the families. And that's pretty much the main gist of Season 2 on Netflix for the AMC television show by the name of Mad Men. Overall, my thoughts and opinions, Season 2 once again struck a home base for me. I loved this season. Now with the first season, it took me about 3 episodes to really get into Mad Men. I mean, the first 2 episodes of the first season were really solid, but it took about 3 episodes to get really good, where I really started enjoying it. And as I said in my first review, episode 5 revealed that huge twist, and from then on out, Mad Men became, a favorite television show of mine in the recent years I've been watching. And Season 2, it took roughly about 4 episodes for it to get really good. And every episode after episode 4, mainly the scene where him and his wife get a little violent, and because of events happened at his work, and his wife pushes him, he pushes her back, because she says, why won't you tell me? He says, if I were to tell you, I would put you through that window. And that scene right there, that was the turning point in the season, where it went from being a decent scene to a downright just amazing and stunning, and just a phenomenal season in general, was that episode 4. My favorite episodes in general are probably episodes 4 through 13. Like, every episode after that, it's just great. But, favorite episodes of mine are probably episodes 4, 5, and then episode 12 I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed episode 12 because I like how he got away from the whole world. He got away from everything that was going on, the relationships. He ended up getting in a new relationship, while in Los Angeles, California. But he took a sort of vacation, kind of like to resurrect himself, to become a new person, to see what he really wanted to do with his life, to see because he even considered getting a new job, leaving the advertising business for good. And I love that whole moment where it's like they mention the whole, the tarot cards, with resurrection. I love those deeper, subtle moments in Mad Men, with it, where there's nice character building, nice character drama. I also love the moment where you actually get to finally meet, because of course his real name's Dick Whitman, major spoiler coming up. And I love the whole Don Draper aspect where you actually get to meet, the actual Draper's wife, because he took the whole name in the war and everything. Because the real Don Draper dying, and I love how you get to meet her, through certain scenes, and that was just really cool. I love how they intertwined that story. Let's talk about favorite characters of mine. One of my favorite characters, of course, Jon Hamm plays a great role. I've already discussed my thoughts and opinions on him, but just to add a little bit more to that, I love how this season dives even more personal into his character. You almost get to see a different side of him, almost a more violent side of him. But at the end of the day, as I said in the first season, Don Draper, played by the famous actor by the name of Jon Hamm, still plays a great role. He has sort of you see it some different sides to him, more personal, more of a character study, and I think it's just a great role. Vincent Kartheiser, I liked him a lot in the first season, playing the role of Pete Campbell. I loved him even more in the second season. He became really cool. I love the moments where he, says to his wife, he doesn't want to have a kid by another dad. He wants to have a natural baby. And I love the scene towards the end where Peggy Olson finally tells him, by the way, I got pregnant, I gave my kid to my mom or my aunt or whoever it was, and he sits in there with his rifle like he wants to commit suicide. It reminded me of the scene with Jon Hamm's character, Don Draper, when Don Draper was sitting in the taxi with the vodka, wanting to go out in front of the train, committing suicide also. The scenes kind of correlated with each other very nicely, I thought. But Vincent Kartheiser playing the role of Peter Campbell, or Pete Campbell, just a great role. He plays his character very nicely. Another person, once again, John Slattery, no longer with, Red or the red-haired girl. He calls it no longer with Red, but with a different 20-year-old girl now. I love his whole storyline. I also like the character of Robert Morse playing the role of Bertram Cooper, pretty much, the leader of Sterling Cooper, obviously, before it gets, bought out and the president, and all that, wherever that plotline is going to go. He's really cool. And then this was a little bit unexpected. The character of Brian, or the actor Brian Batt, playing the character of Salvatore Romano. He is really cool because secretly he's gay or bisexual, and of course no one knows it. Because they hinted at that in the first season, and they played it just a little bit in the second season. So I'm wondering where the storyline is going to build. Because back in the the early 1960s, that was very, very taboo to be gay or bisexual or lesbian or any one of those categories besides straight or heterosexual. So that was very interesting. That I like his character a lot. He plays his character in a very great way. Overall, I really like. Overall, the best thing about Mad Men Season 2 is that it dives more personal. It never gets dull, but it dives even more personal into their actual personal lives and their personal well-beings, as I said earlier. Yes, Mad Men might be, one of the most slow-moving dramas you've probably ever seen on television. But what that slow moving allows you to do, it allows you to, to get in those details. It allows you to know what's going on. It allows you to soak yourself in it and and focus on those little small things, because sometimes one little subtle thing will happen in an episode, and that might be the only thing for that entire episode, but it allows the story and the structure and the pattern and the overall vibe of Mad Men to build in a great manner until finally episode 4 where it picks up, and every episode after that is just, I think it's, it's still kind of slow, but it's paced in a great manner, and I actually kind of like the slowness of it. It actually paces itself very well. When the big scenes happen, like when Jon Hamm's character punches, I think his name is Jimmy Bryant, when he punches him, it's such a big moment in the show that it's just great because you get to see a different side of Jon Hamm. Like I said earlier, the best thing about Mad Men is that it dives deeper into the personal lives. The whole family element really works great for Season 2, and I can't wait to see where Season 3 is going to go in general. Overall, a full 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 5 gold stars, whatever you want to call it. And that is for the AMC television show by the name of Mad Men for Season 2 on Netflix. So let's head over to my TV, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. As you can see here, you can see that Mad Men is currently still on Netflix. Probably won't be taken off anytime soon because it's such a big hit. You can see the rating, the plot, and you guys know I just like to always do this. And you can see my rating. You can see that I am currently on Season 3, Episode 1. We'll be starting that very soon, probably towards Christmas break. And that's about that. Just want to say that, guys, to you. Once again, thanks for watching the video by Centipede Geek for my Netflix exclusive review of the AMC television series in the name of Mad Men. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on the page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.